Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Ty. I know it's been a little bit. I'm sorry I said in the last video that I'd be more active and I completely went silent. I just got really busy. Kind of a dumb excuse, but I got really busy. I was working 4 days a week, and then I was getting everything ready for college, and then when I wasn't working, I was just trying to relax and enjoy myself before college. But anyway, I'm here now. I'm in my dorm room, and I finally got everything set up and moved in a couple days ago, and I thought it would be fun to start this up again. Sorry, give me a second. I thought it'd be fun to start it up again, and I hope you guys are still around. I've been keeping tabs. I haven't been reading the comments recently because I've been busy, like really busy with moving in, literally. But after this video, I'll look through the comments, and they're all been wonderful. All the comments, the ones I read, a couple of them, they're all wonderful. So thank you guys so much for sticking around while I wasn't here. But now, since everything's set up, I shouldn't promise because I promised last time and that didn't happen. But I will try my best to be posting a lot more frequently now that I have a stable place, and now I'm moved in and not really. I mean, I'm gonna have work, but I'm not as busy getting things ready, and I'm not moving place to place during the summer. So I'll be stuck inside because it'll be colder. Although it's like 102 degrees in my dorm room right now, it'll be colder in the future, and I'm not going to be going outside as much unless like other than for school. So hopefully that happens, and I don't something doesn't come up again. But anyway, I just figured today I could do a pay attention video, like pay attention to my hand, and then sorry, one of the problems with being in a dorm is that there's people everywhere around me, so it's almost like living in an apartment, and there's going to be some noises, so hopefully you guys don't mind them too much. But anyway, I figured today I could do a pay attention video. Like I'll tell you a story about me moving in, like my experience moving in, and like frequently I'll tell you to pay attention, or like to like follow my finger or something that kind of, I don't know, it's been kind of popular recently, and I actually really enjoy it. So I'll try my best to do it. If it's a little bit off, let me know in the comments. Please don't just tell me everything was great, but unless it actually was. But but please, I really do enjoy constructive criticism. It helps me grow, and it helps me make better videos for you guys. So anyway, I guess here, pay attention. Pay attention. Right, look at my hand. Pay attention. All right. So I guess we can start with, so I was getting ready to move in, and I hadn't heard from my roommate yet, and we were assigned roommates, and he didn't really reach out to me for a while, so I was like, all right, let me reach out to him because I would like to know my roommate before we moved in. And hey, follow my finger. So I would want to know who he is while I'm moving in with him. And so about 2 months ago, I emailed him because when we were assigned, we obviously got their email to contact. So I contacted him like 2 months ago. He didn't get back to me. I waited like a couple weeks, contacted him again, didn't get back to me, and then I give it a little bit longer, and I think I contacted him about 3 weeks ago because it was kind of getting into crunch time, and I needed to figure it out because I'm moving in with him in 3 weeks. So he never got back to me, and I was very confused. But I was like, whatever. I emailed him 3 times. I'm not going to keep bothering. Hey, look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Look at my nose. All right? Hand. Nose. Hand. Nose. Okay. So I just let it be, and I actually had a program where it's almost like a study group program to help you get accustomed to college. But anyway, it allowed me to move in a couple days early. So I moved in. My roommate wasn't here, so I wasn't expecting him to be here because it's like only not a lot of people do it, but Anyway, um, so I do that, whatever, and then a couple days later, the actual move-in day is happening or whatever, and that was a couple days ago. So actual move-in day is happening, and I'm like I got all my stuff to one side and picked out what furniture I want where, and I made sure everything was, and not that it was dirty, but I made sure everything was clean for him to move in and for him to be able to move in like cleanly like I did. So I did that, and I was sitting there waiting, and the worst thing was is that I couldn't go and do anything. Hey, hey, all right, follow my finger, all right. So the worst thing was is that I couldn't like really go out and do anything because I needed to be there, or I wanted to be there when he moved in, because I didn't want him just to move in to a place that already had a bunch of stuff there, but I wasn't there. Like, I don't know if that's a little bit weird, but I didn't want him to like just move in and then there's a bunch of stuff there and he doesn't know who his roommate is. So I was standing around the dorm waiting for him to get there, and there were a couple move-in times like 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and 12 like p.m. or whatever else. So I was waiting there, and like, you know, 8 a.m., 10 p.m. come, and I'm like, all right, whatever, he's probably a later one. And then it gets to be like 4 o'clock, and I'm like, I think it's kind of over by now, and I was very confused, but I didn't really want to leave in case he came later, but you know, he didn't come. I was very confused, and I kind of was annoyed because I wasted an entire day just sitting around in one room. But and the room's not that big, obviously, it's a dorm, but whatever. But anyway, he didn't show up, and apparently he wasn't like the only person, because I was talking to other kids in my dorm, or in not my dorm, in my hall, and they were like some of their roommates didn't show up either. So I don't know if there was a, so I wasn't sure if it was like a scheduling problem or something, because it wasn't like it wasn't like he dropped out and they knew about it, but I didn't, because if he dropped out, like there's some people in my hall who only have one name in the door because their roommate had dropped out, but for me, they put his name on our door, and what's it called? I had gotten a sheet expecting or whatever, like to fill out for roommates or whatever, but he didn't show up or whatever, so a little bit weird. Hey, hey, all right, look at my finger. I want you to look at a point on the wall back there, and I want you to ignore my finger. All right, so anyway, it was a little bit weird, but you know, that's a couple days before class starts. I'm like, all right, well, I guess he's not going to show up, but I'm not going to mess with the other side just in case he like shows up tomorrow or something. So, because our classes didn't start the next day, they started a couple days after. So I left everything alone, just kind of lived on one side of the room. Um, and then he just didn't show up. When the day classes started, like he didn't show. He wasn't up. He didn't show up by then, so I just assumed he wasn't coming. So I went to classes and then kind of was able to organize some of my stuff. I didn't take over the other side of the room, but I was able to organize some of my stuff onto this side, which is where I have this setup on, like going now. And as you can see, I have my bed and my PC back there, but so that's like my side of the room, and this is, I guess, just now I'm using his extra desk as like a setup desk for this, and kind of afforded me the opportunity to have like a nicer setup than I was planning on. But anyway, and also I can film videos without relying on him being away because he's not here. So I guess that's good for you guys. It's definitely good for me to be able to film. But anyway, so I just thought that was very weird. But in terms of classes, personally, I've only, this is moving, or not moving day. The first day of classes was yesterday, so I don't really have any experiences. But to me, they felt very similar to high school classes. I didn't, other than like being able to like bring a laptop with you everywhere. I felt like they were very similar to high school classes. But I did have this, I did have this. One of my classes is like a geology class, and for some reason our teacher was telling us not to use our phones during class, and he tried making a joke that was just very awkward. He was and it was a room full of like 200 kids, and it was very weird. Okay, I will say that class is more like a college class because there's like 200 kids in that room, but um, yeah, his joke was a little bit distasteful, and where I go to college is a little bit it's not it's a little bit out in the country a little bit, so that's it's not appropriate, but it's more um, I guess acceptable where he's from, but it's a little bit distasteful. So that happened. And it was quiet for a little while in their classroom. Um, what else? You know what? Look at my finger. I want you to, when I pass my finger past my nose, I want you to switch looking at my nose. All right? Hey, pay attention. Look at my hand. Look at my hand. Okay. So yeah, it was a little bit distasteful, a little bit weird. I don't think really anybody liked the joke, but you know, whatever. It wasn't that bad. It was just a little bit weird, but yeah, that was alright. And other than that, classes are classes. I will say that I'm living in one of the older dorms, or the oldest dorm, I should say, and so it is very behind technology wise. I mean, it has Wi-Fi and stuff. It's all fine. It's livable. It's fine, but it still has like quarter laundry machines where newer ones you're able to use like cash and cards or whatever. So now I still need the bag of quarters, but so it has those, and then it doesn't have air conditioning at all. Like not even like the lobby has air conditioning, so they have to have their own air conditioners, but we're not allowed to have them because of safety reasons or whatever. But so in the winter or whatever it'll be fine, but summer wise, like right now, I think it's not even that hot outside. I think it's like 80 something degrees, and it feels like 90s 95 or whatever in this room. It's really bad, but you can't really do anything about it. One cool thing my dorm does do is that, I mean, I think a lot of the dorms do it, but our dorm's a little more chill about, is that the quote unquote like not curfew, but quiet, like once it's you're expected to start being quiet, not like playing music loudly or like talking loudly through the hallways, is like 9 p.m. I mean, you can go and leave your dorm or whatever and still talk, but like not like be loud. That's 9 p.m. Like 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. is like the normal talking hours, and between those is like, I guess, nighttime, and like it's not a curfew, but I don't know what it is, or what it would be called. But our dorm has it, but they don't really care. Like right now it's 10 o'clock, and they're throwing a pool tournament downstairs because we have pool tables. They're throwing a pool tournament downstairs. So I thought it was pretty cool. Personally, I like pool, but I'm not really interested in watching a bunch of people play it, so I'm not doing that. And I'd rather use this time when a lot of people are downstairs to hopefully get less like interruptions. But so that's pretty cool. It's like they're a little bit more laid back, especially because they know that everybody is dealing with heat and stuff. So that's cool. I will say that one cool thing with my dorm is that there's one bathroom on each floor, and the bathroom just happens to be the closest to my dorm. So it's, I mean, I guess it's a little bit of a give and take, but it's mostly give because like in the middle of the night, if I have to go to the bathroom, I don't have to walk all the way across the hall to go to the bathroom and come all the way back. I can just leave my door and then come back. But it does, excuse me, it does create a little bit more traffic, I guess, in the middle of the night. And sorry, I just thought of another thing. But it does create a little bit more traffic, so there's more people walking around, but it doesn't bother me too much. But what I did just think of is on move-in night, I had been moved in for a couple of days, and I was fine, whatever. There weren't a lot of people even on the university, so there weren't a lot of people in my dorm. I think there was like 3 people on our entire floor, but obviously with those 3 days, there weren't like a lot of distractions. Sorry, there weren't a lot of distractions, so I was able to get to bed fine or whatever. But I think it was the night of move-in or whatever, when everybody when everybody was moved in. night of moving when everybody was moved in, I think some friends were or some kids we just met were messing around and or trying to mess around, and it was like 1 in the morning, and I was like dead asleep, and it was hot, so it's hard to get to sleep, but once you're asleep, it's whatever. So I was fine or whatever, and then I guess they picked random doors and they just banged on my door and left, and I was not happy. I mean, I guess that's college for you, but I was very annoyed because it took me another hour to get to sleep after that because it was so hot. But yeah, I was not happy about that. But it hasn't happened since, and I think it's just something I have to shake off because it is college. But yeah, it was a little bit annoying. I don't really find that humor funny. Even if I was in the position of them, or I was with my friends and one of them were like it, I would have tried to persuade them not to do it because it's dumb, you know. But anyway, that's basically my college. Hey, look at my hand and follow. All right, so that's basically my college experience. I'm sorry for not doing as much pay attention triggers. I'll still put this video up, but maybe I'll make a more in-depth pay attention. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Sorry for all the ums, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for sticking around. I know it's been a little bit, but hopefully we can pick this back up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.